All right, hole number 4. The Ion Ice Auger. So that's the slush free. It's not bad. It took me a while to figure out the reverse gear. What you do is when you poke it through the hole, oh yeah, when you're down in the hole and you broke it through, then you hit the reverse and it takes everything that you brought up and it shoves it down, and then you put it, I've been putting it forward as I'm bringing it up to get anything extra up and out of the hole. And actually, now that I figured that out, it is actually pretty nice. And the scooping looks pretty minimal. Hi everybody, it's Justin from Man Bassing. In this video, I'm going to review one of the best electric ice augers on the market. It's the Ion 8. If you're interested in purchasing this product, there'll be a link in the description box below. You can check that right down there, and it'll bring you to Amazon, and there you can either purchase it or look at further reviews. If you're new to the channel, I do fishing adventure videos, how-to videos, and product reviews that all revolve around bass fishing in the Northeast. I'd love to have you as a sub. It'd really mean the world to me, so consider subscribing. I want to preface that I'm not an ice fishing expert. Last year was my first year. This is the only ice auger I've ever had. So, you know, I made the title to drive traffic here, and however, I do believe that it's quality electric ice auger. Like, there's no doubt about it. But, you know, and I looked at the prices. It's pretty competitive for electric ice augers. So, is it the best? I don't know. I haven't used 10 different electric ice augers. You know, I don't have 15 years ice fishing under my belt. But I do think that it's a pretty quality machine that works well and is reliable. So what I'm going to do in this video is just talk about some of the benefits, some of the cons, some of the pros, some of the cons, and then I'll put in, I got this in January, like mid-January, end of January last year. And so I was ice fishing all through, you know, end of January, February, and beginning of, you know, half of March. And so that ice was, I'm in Western Maine, so that ice was usually about 2 feet thick. This thing shredded like butter. It was awesome. So I have clips of me just shredding ice, and you'll see how quickly it is, and it's pretty effortless. You know. So let's talk about it. This is the Ion 8, meaning it's an 8-inch blade. I'm not going to take the safety cap off, but that blade is 8 inches long. Now, you know, looking back, an 8-inch hole is all you really need. 12 inches, you know, because I'm throwing a fish finder unit down there and looking for fish. So I have the fish finder unit as well as my rod. And I feel like maybe a 12 would be, all I need is an 8, but I would have felt better with a 12-inch blade. And they make a 12-inch model, so you can get that as well. Well, it's not a 12-inch model, it's a 12-inch blade. So you can buy the model with the 12-inch blade. That's not a big deal. So here's your, I think this is your safety, and then your throttle's right here. And then it has a reverse slush flushing system. You click that and then hit the throttle, and it spins in reverse, which is, took me a while. You know, I didn't know if it was a gimmick or not at first. You know, I didn't know if it was really beneficial. And it is kind of nice though, when you're going through 2 feet of ice, and there's, especially if there's snow, you're going to get a lot of snow in that ice, that hole. And so what I'll do is I'll keep it in forward and I'll push all that ice, all the snow, all the loose snow under the ice, and then I'll go in reverse and bring it up. And it does clear out a lot of the slush. I mean, you still have to scoop it. It's not perfect. You will still have to scoop it. If there's fresh snow, I would recommend bringing a little shovel and just shoveling, the area you're gonna drill. So that is, it comes with an extension. I never had to use the extension, but it comes with the extension. It's here. It comes with a 40-volt lithium-ion battery, which I can't find right now, so I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I don't know where it would be in my apartment. I'm kind of nervous about this. And one of the, so I suppose one of the cons would be, like, you would put the battery, you would slide it in here, which is pretty effortless, and then it's got a rubber strap to clamp it down. But when you're putting it on the ice and picking it up and putting it in your sled, it's not like I was like, oh wow, this thing comes loose it comes loose all the time, or it just lodges all the time. But I kind of wish there was a more secure piece there. So you just have to pay attention to your battery. It's never popped out. I didn't lose it because, like, I can't find, my battery isn't missing because it fell out on the ice. I know I have it in my apartment somewhere. I just don't know where I put it, and it's gonna take me forever to find it. But that is really the one con I have about this thing, is that I wish there was just a more secure way to keep your battery intact. It's pretty light. I have to say this is like not even 20 pounds. I don't know what the exact, I'll try and, again, I'm not getting super specific. I made an unboxing video, but I'll try and find it and post the weight up. But it's pretty light. I mean, it's not that heavy at all. It's really, I had this in my sled with my tent and all my fishing gear. It's not a big deal. That's really, there's not much more to say about it. That blade is really sharp. I would always keep the cap on when you're not using it or moving it. Like, you drill your hole, set it down, but if you're gonna pick it up and move it, I would put this cap on it. Because like the third day out, I had brand new Striker ice bibs, like top of the line, and I had this in my sled, and the sled like ran into my ankle, and it just sliced my ice bibs, which I really regret that. But it can potentially be dangerous, so I would cap that up. As far as the noise, you'll hear it on the video. It whines, it's not that loud. I mean, when guys are using gas ones, I can hear them halfway across the lake. This isn't that loud. And as far as battery life, the standard battery, the 40-volt, I could, on a full charge, comfortably cut, without worry at all, 50 holes, easily, 2 feet. 50 holes at 2 feet. Now, so that's 100 foot of ice, comfortably. Not so comfortably, 75. I wouldn't count on cutting more than 75 holes with this. But even when the battery's low, and it'll like crank, stop, crank, stop, crank, it'll still punch through the ice. And it'll punch through the ice until it's absolutely dead. And 2 feet ice. So you have to go out on a full charge. It can't be 75%. There's a drastic drop off on the power if you go out on a 75% charge battery or 50% charge battery. It has to be 100% charged. Excuse me. That's really all I have to say about this. Like, there's not much more. And if, I was kind of on, because I never had an auger before, and I was like, I was thinking when I bought it, like, well, I want a gas one because I wouldn't want to deal with the battery, blah, blah, blah. But if you think about it, like, you don't have to fill the gas tank. Nothing to do with spark plugs. You don't have to clean your carburetor. Nothing's leaking. You don't have to change the oil. It's all ready to go. There's like zero maintenance on this thing. Zero. I don't think there's any maintenance on this at all. And if you're worried about the number of holes you can drill, you can buy a stronger battery or another battery and charge those. And it does come with a battery charger. That's it. That's the feature. There's nothing really else to say about it. The blade, the stock, the rotor is 24 inches, I think. And then the extension's another foot. That's it. So right now you're gonna see holes, me drilling holes in February last year, just 2 feet of ice, just cranking right through it like butter. Keep in mind, it was like one of my first couple times using it, so I was kind of digging in shallow areas, so I was drilling in shallow areas, so I didn't know if I was hitting bottom or not. I was kind of hesitant, but you'll see, I'll put like, 4 or 5 holes up there, and you can see it just absolutely rips through them. And as long as the battery's charged, you'll get that, it'll cut the first hole, it'll cut the last hole, the 50th hole, as quick as it cuts the first hole. So all in all, pretty good. It's a competitive price, and I bought this last year, so it might even be cheaper now. I'm not really sure what the price is, but I'll put the Amazon link. If you want to purchase it, I'll put the Amazon link in the description box. You click that link, it'll bring you to Amazon. If you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you as a sub. At the end of this year, I had a trailer, like midway through summer, I had trailer problems. I got a new trailer. As soon as I got my new trailer, I had engine problems. So fishing and freshwater fishing this year just was kind of like, and on top of that, it was just a really tough year. Really tough year. Just really difficult year to catch fish. And everyone I talked to said the same thing. So, but I'm looking forward to ice fishing. I've got a year under my belt, so I'll be posting more videos. So check them out. Thanks for watching. I hope this gave you a good perspective, and I hope you catch a real big bass soon. Right now, you're going to see the holes that I'm digging with this thing when I first got it, and then the video is going to end. So thank you. Hope you catch a big bass soon.